Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, ice skating at the Village Green is the highlight of the Fire and Ice Winter Festival. The Destination Rotorua Marketing 3+2 campaign shows the Chinese rate scenery #1 when deciding on holidays. And Lisa Carrington takes silver in the K1 200-metre final in Germany. Those stories and more coming up next on City News. The Rotorua Midwinter Festival Fire and Ice will start on Saturday the 16th of June with the opening of the Harcourt's outdoor ice rink. Festival organiser Kylie Lang says for the first time in Rotorua an outdoor ice rink will be positioned at the Village Green. She says it's the start of 4 weeks of winter fun events.
So we do have a locals discount. There's going to be vouchers coming out and be in the paper and around about town, so you get $5 off, and that's Monday through to Thursday. But everyone can save $5, so it's worth it.
So what else are you going to have around the area?
There's going to be music, and then there'll just be places to sit. But the whole idea is, come down, hire some skates, and get on the rink.
Traffic on State Highway 5 was held up yesterday in the Mamaku Ranges after a rental truck turned over blocking the road. Police were on the scene of the accident, which happened yesterday afternoon. The truck was cleared from the road around midday and police are investigating the accident. Results from the Destination Rotorua Marketing's 3+2 Love Rotorua campaign, which was targeted at the Chinese market, have been collated. DRM Business Development Manager for Asia, Shelley Huang, says there are 200,000 Chinese residents living in New Zealand, and the campaign was about educating them on our city's attractions. She says results from the campaign show that for Chinese living here and in China, scenery is at the top of the list when deciding on a holiday destination.
From the research Tourism New Zealand has done is actually the nature scenery, because Chinese people are still attracted by nature scenery. That's why Queenstown is a very popular destination for Chinese visitors, for all the sceneries there. So scenery is #1. And then geothermal as a unique feature is it's very attractive for them. But if we see geothermal become only one factor to attract them, I don't think it's enough. So it has to combine Maori culture and also scenery, so as together, so they cannot find anywhere in the world to have the combination of those features together. So that's why they have to come to Rotorua.
In sport tonight, it was pandemonium in the stands during the women's K1 200-metre final at the ICF Canoe Sprint World Cup 2 in Germany, as local canoeist Lisa Carrington flew down the course winning silver. In a camera finish, Hungarian champion Natasha Yarniks just managed to beat out Carrington to the top spot by 0.096 seconds, with Australian Alana Nichols a second behind for third. Lisa and coach Gordon Walker were very pleased with the result. Coach Walker said Lisa is a little disappointed to miss the gold, especially when it's such a small margin, but she's absolutely rapt with the performance. In Baywide rugby news, the Stop Banks burst for Whakarewarewa at the weekend, going down 60-15 to Tauranga Sport. Whakarewarewa, who were runners-up in last year's competition, appear to be in dire straits, winless after 5 weeks. Tauranga Sport have now firmed up their second placing on the points table behind Te Puke. Rotoiti and Te Puna share third place after winning their games, and in a surprise upset, Greerton Marist beat Opotiki at home in a 42-37 thriller. To the weather now, Rotorua, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, fine weather with frost overnight, easing southerlies, an overnight low, yes indeed, 0. Tomorrow, Wednesday, fine, possibly a late shower or two, fresh southwesterlies, a high of 11 and a low of -1. And looking out to Thursday, becoming fine, winds turning southerly, a high of 14 and a low of 3. The marine forecast for Lake Rotorua for Wednesday, variable 5 knots, becoming southwesterlies, 15 knots in the afternoon. Waves less than half a metre, mainly fine with a chance of an evening shower. And if you missed any of tonight's bulletin, you can watch it again by going to tvrotorua.co.nz and view latest city news, or to view what's on in our city, click on upcoming events. And still to come tonight on City News, Pam McGrath tells us about the Mount Tarawera eruption commemoration at the Buried Village. I talked to MP Te May.flv about the jailing of Tamaiti and the Tūhoe reaction, and Alan Solomon talks to Kylie Lang about the upcoming Fire and Ice Winter Festival.